First of all, I think you have to commend Gardner-Webb for coming in with a mentality and a fearlessness that, hey, we're coming here to win. This wasn't just, oh, they're in a big stadium, this is cool. They came in here to kick our butts, and they did. I'm obviously, I can't think of a word beyond disappointment, that I didn't have our guys ready. We had a practice on Friday that it wasn't going well. So we were at the end of the time, and I'm like, we've been going. What should I, and I'm like, no, we're going to grind this sucker out. So we went 40 extra minutes, and we only got moderately better. But, I thought, okay, this is, long enough. And so we wrapped it up, and then we had an okay practice yesterday. And then we just went out and, started the game by missing some layups, and, we're inept again on offense. And I just, 20 turnovers and 15 for 26 at the foul line when you're number 13 in the country at that tells you, I think, that's a lot of mindset things. And that was our number one key to the game is mindset. But, I mean, I have to look in the mirror, obviously, because this is our third upset, so to speak, if you call it that, in December. We had one last year against Sanford, and then Incarnate Word got us. And I have to look at, how I'm preparing the guys and how I'm getting them ready to avoid that, because that's just unacceptable. It's unacceptable in my book. It should be for our fans and anybody. It should be unacceptable for our players. So with that being said, if there's anything worthwhile I can help you out with, go ahead and ask away.
You had an 8-day break coming off losing, 4 of your last 5 or something like that. Anyway, how do you explain the lack of energy?
Well, it was the smallest crowd I've ever seen in Pinnacle Bank Arena, and we told our guys before the game it was going to be. We got a bad weather, you got a lot of things going on, we're going to have to create our own energy. We talked about that, and we didn't. We just, you come out, you don't get any big play. You don't make a three, you don't get a dunk, you don't do anything, and that just fed into it. It really. All game, I'm searching for, all right, what do you think? And I think some of our guys are searching for their game, quote unquote. They're looking to see how they can fit in. And I was just, like I say, I didn't feel like I could get the right groups on the floor. The only guy I'm going to let off the hook is Michael Jacobson. He came out, he didn't look right. I went to put him back in, and he says, Coach, something's wrong. And he went out, I think he got sick, and then he came back in and said, I can play toward the end of the first half. I can play. But we had a lot of empty minutes out there out of guys, and I just got to figure out how to get those guys better looks, better ways to be productive. But obviously I'm not getting that done at this point in time.
You've had some home shooting games from the three-point line at like 3 for 22, 3 for 19. Are the shots not what you want, or are you just puzzled at home that they aren't going in?
Yeah, I'm surprised that we're not shooting better at home. We don't always. There's a few guys that don't take great threes. Other than that, I thought there's a few guys that. I thought some guys got really good looks too, and they just didn't go in. And confidence is earned. You just got to go out and do it. You can't wish and hope for it.
You went with the new starting lineup for the first time all season. What went into the guys that you had out there and the guys that you didn't?
Basically in practice, how guys performed, who was locked into a game plan. Because we struggled on Friday in practice. That's what got Jordy out of the lineup, basically. And I've seen Jordy play better. I think he can play better. So that's why Michael got in. Did I switch anything else? I can't remember. Oh, no, he didn't start second half either. So other than that, it was the same lineup that we started the second half of Kansas. Right? Glenn didn't start.
Just Are you going to go home tonight and kind of check your whole card a little bit? Is this a kind of a make you file through your mind from 5 years here and think that about what you're doing?
I always think that, Lee, you know. I would have never dreamt in 5 years this is where we'd be losing to Gardner-Webb. And that's not to discredit Gardner-Webb, but we're not at a state that we're not where we should be.